Since 2014, the Department of Energy's Environmental Management Program has funded a mercury technology development project. It has been led by Ornell, working with a variety of other collaborators, both nationally and internationally, to develop solutions for the downstream environment. The ideas there may include things like the use of sorbents in stream banks to try to capture mercury before it gets into the stream. And we're working with our carbon fiber scientists here to develop new kinds of bank stabilization mats that also absorb mercury before it goes into the creek. We've been looking at new strategies to mitigate food chain uptake. So the introduction of native mussels, we know that they filter particles from the water. Mercury is attached to particles, and so maybe we can filter mercury that's in particles in the water by use of native mussels. From water chemistry to biological to the use of sorbents and impacting erosion that goes into the creek, all of those are sort of technology type solutions that we're evaluating here in the Aquatics Lab, using the stream mesocosms here behind me to try to develop solutions for environmental management.
The main goal is working with groundwater and soil. Our group is basically just working on soil. We've been working with it, trying to understand how is mercury behaving, how it changes throughout time, how it changes throughout the creek, because you know that mercury from the upstream is different from the downstream. We're trying to understand the behavior. Now that we know how it basically behaves and what is actually in the creek, we want to then try to develop new technologies so we can remediate that mercury. After we determined which of the materials were most effective, then we decided to start and go to the actual creek and deploy the sorbents. We know where the mercury is, so we're trying to contain it there so it doesn't get into the creek and it doesn't continue to move and process. We know for this case the best approach that we can take at this point is to try to keep it there, retain the mercury where it is, and then it doesn't get access to the water itself. We want to know which of the sorbents is more effective, and also if we can reach the maximum capacity of that sorbent. After we get the results, then we can decide what is the next step. But right now, we're done with the lab work. We can now start working on the creek, and then based on this result, we can decide what is the next step for us. For me, knowing that what we're doing is doing an impact on the environment and the people in Oak Ridge, that they're gonna be impacted by that, for me that was really good about it and passionate about it. If I can be at the lab doing whatever I like and knowing that I'm doing something better for the environment and for the people, I'm happy with that.